This is me, Shota MK, and I finally reached Emerald rank and MCSR ranked. But here's the thing, I started PC gaming in August of 2025. That's right, I became an above average speedrunner only 7 months after first learning how to play with a keyboard and mouse. Here's my journey explained. Now, I don't have footage of anything before I started streaming in January of 2026, so you'll just have to take my word for a lot of this early stuff. Up until August of 2025, I played Minecraft on my Nintendo Switch, and before that, it was Pocket Edition, and before that, it was Xbox One, and before that was Pocket Edition Lite. You get the idea. I've loved Minecraft for as long as I can remember. But when the 2025 fall semester started, I met with a friend from my school who showed me a server with his friends, and he played on a MacBook, which I, admittingly, didn't know could run Minecraft. Now, I had wanted to play Java, especially since one of my Bedrock Edition survival worlds had just corrupted, and now I knew it was way more convenient than I thought. I bought Java and started playing immediately, reigniting my love for the game tenfold. And I would play survival Minecraft, learning hotkeys out of curiosity and convenience, going through the motions on my own, until one fateful day. Now, just a few weeks before I downloaded Java, I had found my way to discovering the Lifesteal SMP, and one of the members of that SMP is RecRep2. Rec was my introduction to modern Minecraft speedrunning, not the dream manhunts from 2020 where we traded with the villagers for pearls, but utilizing every niche game mechanic to beat the game as fast as possible. Watching RecRep introduced me to Curryway, and I was astonished by his 100,000 no reset challenge. I also found out about the rest of HBG and players like Feinberg, Dougal, Silver, Infume, and eventually, I found out about Ranked. The idea of an ELO and rank system with speedrunning, a code that pitted two players against each other head to head on the same seed with the same RNG, I fell in love with the game even more. But I didn't think I had it in me to speedrun the game. Until I stumbled across a video on my YouTube homepage from Jumper Who that was a few weeks old that I had never watched before. It was called Winning a Minecraft Speedrunning Tournament with Zero Experience, where Jumper participated in and won a Minecraft speedrunning tournament called the Midoffs, with only a week of coaching from previously mentioned Curryway. Now, as luck would have it, I stumbled across a video from a Clips channel just after watching this video called Midoffs Season 2 Draft. I was invested and even watched some of the streams live, and I never tap into live streams. Seeing how much some of these players improved in just a week inspired me, and by the end of the Midoff Season 2, I had downloaded Llama's Bastion practice map. Now, I knew I couldn't download Ranked and queue up right away. I would get demolished. I had to get down one of the most crucial parts, the Bastion routes. At first, I got down Donkey Kong for bridge, then Treasure's standard route, then Crack Smoker for bridge, then top-down housing, and I don't have footage of Manhunt housing, but I did learn it, and the Stables routes came much later, which means I learned them as I was already playing Ranked, but I first learned a gap route and eventually made my way to learning the various triple to gap routes. I wanted to, at the very least, get these routes refined before I started speedrunning, so I spent all the way until the new year just practicing Bastion routes and even practicing preemptive and magma marine portals. And a few months after I started practicing, in January of 2026, I downloaded Ranked. Now, I won't lie, speedrunning is hard. It took me 25 matches before I got my first ever completion, with a time of 42 minutes and 40 seconds. And that day was special. See, I was fed up with losing and winning by forfeit and getting so tilted that I forfeited, so I told myself, if I don't get a completion by the end of today, I'm quitting this and I'm doing something else. My mental was weak, but on the third game of the day, I got it. Then the next day, at 24:11. The next week, at 20:05. And on February 8th, I got my first sub 20 in 18:51. I was excited, but I wasn't satisfied. I wanted more. I was hungry, and so I pushed, even buying a stone pickaxe gear to practice by myself during the week when I had time. I played Ranked every weekend that I didn't have work, trying hard to get to gold and to stay there, and on March 20th, 2026, I hit gold 3. Now, I knew that even though I was only a few wins away from Emerald, actually getting there was going to be harder than it sounds. So I kept practicing, cranking out sub 20s in private matches like it was normal, analyzing runners in Emerald and Diamond like Rattles and Cal F to try and get better with decision making, what to overlap, when to leave the Bastion. I would tap on my legs and desks and imagine I was in a game and I was moving my player, responding to different situations. I was in deep with the MCSR rabbit hole, but I had no intention of getting out. I even decided that I would switch to recording my ranked games instead of streaming them so that I would play more. And that week leading up to Emerald tested my commitment and dedication. Win after loss after loss after win, it felt like I was taking one step forward and one step back over and over again. Then, on March 27th, 2026, exactly 7 months after I downloaded Minecraft Java for the first time, starting at 1124 ELO, I made a push to Emerald. Up 40, down 40, up 20, down 40. My Mensa was being pushed to the brink. And after 33 runs, what I thought wouldn't happen that day finally happened. Hold on. Please, 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 please. I don't remember. Yes! Oh my god. Oh my god. Emerald! Oh my god. Oh. I've been trying all week. I thought it was lost. I thought all was lost. Oh my god.